Let's repeat that again. The ones that feel good in the moment, but are actually what? Distractions. Romanticizing things that you know deep down are not good for you. Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Chat. I wanna start this a bit differently nowadays. Might do a little jingle for Let's Chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. We talk about everything. Let's chat. What do you guys think? I'm gonna fix it. But don't worry. So guys, today's conversation it's a little bit uncomfortable, but you know what? It's very real. But to be honest, I feel like a lot of people will be like, nah, this is not uncomfortable, babes. This is just what needs to be spoken about. We're talking about guilty pleasures, and not just the cute, funny ones. I want to talk about the ones we don't really question, like the ones we just keep doing because we're doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're just so comfortable with getting it done. We're just so comfortable with like doing all this, and changing is like a bit hard. Also, it looks like my new setting is in my car. Might as well, do you know what I mean? I sit in my car every day, so new setting. So let's start. First, let's define what guilty pleasure actually is. For me, it's anything you enjoy. But there's a small voice in your head that's like, you probably shouldn't be doing this. And sometimes it's harmless, you know, but sometimes it's not. I'll be honest with you. I've had my own guilty pleasures, like staying in bed longer than I should, waking up before my alarm and switching off my alarm, knowing I have somewhere important to go, and just like praying to God that I wake up on time, scrolling on my phone for hours when I know I should be doing things, rewatching the same shows instead of being productive. That's a big one for me. The staying up, rewatching shows. Like, I've just started rewatching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives from season 1, and please believe I'm already up to date, but I just wanted to do it again. Yeah. Moving on. Even like entertaining certain situations or people that I already knew weren't good for me, and that has been something I've been doing for years. I did that for 4 years. That is a topic I will speak about in another venture of my life. Y'all should keep an eye out for that. I entertained this one person for a good 4 years, knowing that that person wasn't good for me. Do you know what I mean? And entertaining people where it was like, girl, you know for a fact this person is not adding life to you, but you're still there stopping yourself for them. Not good. And you know, the truth is, it's not even the thing itself, it's how you feel after. Like, that feeling of, I could have used my time better, I shouldn't have done that, or why do I keep going back to this? Do you know what I mean? And I started asking myself, are these actual guilt pleasures, or are they just habits that I haven't addressed? I think there are different types of guilty pleasures. Some are completely harmless, like watching reality TV, having a lazy day, eating your favorite snacks. Like, you need that time off sometimes in your life. There's nothing with enjoying your life. There's nothing with like winding down. Not everything has to be productive. Not everything has to be deep. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to enjoy simple things. But then there's another category, and that's the ones that feel good in the moment, but are actually distractions. Let's repeat that again. The ones that feel good in the moment, but are actually what? Distractions. Oh, it's like scrolling instead of dealing with what's in. Whoa. It's like scrolling instead of dealing with what's on your mind, and avoiding things you know you need to do. Escaping into a version of life that just isn't real. And I think a lot of us live there sometimes because it's just easier. It just takes away from having to do certain things where you know you have to do, but it just, life is already a lot, and having to deal with all of this is like, I need a breather, and I need a longer breather. But one breather turns into another breather, then another breather, and then things just don't get done. I feel like there's just not enough time in the day to actually get done what you actually want done. So all these guilty pleasures of like just not dealing and blocking things out take over, and it's like, I have a break and I'm going to keep doing that, but we shouldn't do that. And then there's the hardest ones to talk about, like the guilty pleasures that are actually hurting you. Going back to situations or people that drain you, seeking attention or validation from people who don't actually value you, romanticizing things that you know deep down are not good for you. I am so happy I have left that. And we all call that guilty pleasures, but because it sounds lighter than what it actually is. But if we're being honest, some of the things are actually self-sabotage. Yeah. And I've been known to self-sabotage a lot in my life. So it's like, why do we even feel guilty in the first place? Because I think a lot of it comes from how we've been conditioned. Like, we've been taught that we always need to be doing something or be like productive. The rest has to be earned. Yeah, that rest has to be earned, and that enjoyment has to be justified. And if we're not being productive, we're doing something wrong. I still, now in this big age of mine, I still feel like if I'm watching TV, I shouldn't be watching TV. I should be studying, or I should be doing something, because it's like there's something that has to go on. If I don't get it done, I'm gonna fail. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always thinking that you're gonna fail because you're just resting, or you're just having a time for yourself. We also ignore like the things that are actually affecting us. I'm known to do that until I reach breaking point. So I think the real question is not, is this a guilty pleasure, but does this bring me peace? I want peace, not problems. Or is it just me avoiding something? Or do I feel good after this, or do I feel drained? That is a very important question you need to ask yourself. With what I'm doing, do I feel good, or do I feel like I'm doing too much and I'm just burnt out? Burnout is not the one. It's not the one. Because the truth is, not everything you enjoy is good for you, and not everything you feel guilty about is wrong. That's a good one to keep in contact. I might have to make a keep in contact, keep in check, because I might have to do a shirt that says that not everything you enjoy is good for you, and not everything you feel guilty about is wrong. I think it's about balance. Balance is a very good thing. Everyone needs balance in their life. It's like, let yourself enjoy life. Watch your shows. Okay, so battery died, so new background that you can see here, but still in the car. So like I said, I think it's about balance and letting yourself enjoy life. Watch your shows, eat your snacks, rest without feeling like you have to explain it or the reason why you're explaining. But also be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about the things that are keeping you stuck. I've had to check myself in certain areas, and it's not about being perfect. It's just about being aware. I've always had this thing where I feel like every single thing I do has to be perfect, has to be in a certain way, and I'm realizing no. I just need to be aware. I just need to know that, okay, what I'm doing, why am I doing what I'm doing, and just be aware of it. And that's what I think y'all should keep in mind. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sorry, things just keep dropping. Why did they keep dropping? So yeah, maybe some things aren't guilty pleasures. Maybe they're just patterns we need to understand a bit more. So it's about realizing what you're doing, how you're doing it, and just be like, okay, why am I doing what I'm doing? But also don't overthink. Chief overthinker here. Chief executive officer of overthinker, founder of overthinker sitting here. But yeah, it's just about noticing your patterns and understanding your patterns a bit more. So like, I want to know your thoughts, guys. Do you know, like, what's something that was a guilty pleasure for you, but you had to be honest about yourself about, or something you've stopped yourself feeling guilty about completely? Like, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next Let's Chat episode. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves, guys, and remember to always have downtime and enjoy yourselves. Stay blessed.